Down by 25 at halftime, LeBron yelled "We're good" to his teammates in front of the Pacers, and then proceeded to score 28 points in the second half, pulling one of the biggest comebacks in playoff history.
And then the time I thought I was about to win, we was up 30 for the Pacers in the playoffs, nigga. And that nigga told him, "We good. We up 30 at halftime." He told him, I looked at him, he was like, "Oh, we good, y'all. Them niggas beat us, bro."
This was the third straight year that James actually swept Jeff Teague out of the playoffs. He became his worst nightmare, which to some extent explains this brutal shove a year prior.
That's the hit check, the arm forearm by Teague, sent that guy crashing back.
But his backstory of this is hilarious.
What was your issue when you pushed LeBron, bro? Why you do that?
Nigga, we was losing. Shit, I was sore loser. Motherfucker, he was beating I ain't win a playoff game against that nigga ever. I was sick of the shit. The motherfuckers fans in Atlanta cheering for him. He running down the court. I said, "You know what, bitch? I got something for you." Shoulder check the shit out that nigga. He went to the stands.
I saw that shit. Oh, my nigga.
I got so much hate mail. If he would have been hurt, I would have killed you, bitch. I'm like, damn, I gotta get off the internet. That's when I first deleted Instagram.
Y'all know Teague is one of the funniest dudes in the NBA, and he's shared some insane stories in his podcast about competing with the King throughout the years. So let's start in 2015, when the Hawks were the #1 seed in the East, winning 60 games while having 4 guys in Horford, Teague, Milsap, and Korver voted for the All-Star game. They were the epitome of team basketball. But check out what Bron said to Jeff during that weekend.
I swear to God, All-Star, he told me, we swept him in the regular season. Yeah. He came to me, he was like, "I figured y'all out." I said, "You figured us out?" Man, all he did was run 1-3-1 pick and roll. I was like, yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's over. He figured us out. Ain't no way I can guard fucking Bron. It's over. Like, what? Like, what the fuck we gonna do?
Damn, he was right. Atlanta came all the way to the conference finals, beating Brooklyn and Washington in 6 games, but their dreams of reaching the finals were cut short when
on LeBron James and leave J.R. Smith wide open.
Here's James to the bucket. The Cleveland Cavaliers have defeated the Atlanta Hawks to take game 1 of this best of 7.
The success throughout the season was all about everyone touches the basketball nice. Alley-oop there from LeBron to Thompson. Make them play your way, and that's exactly what the Cavs have done in these first 2 games versus the Atlanta Hawks.
Milsap getting a little too close to half court. Let's see if he stays back and let LeBron come to him.
And here comes James, and he goes glass. 3-point lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers with 12 and 8/10 seconds remaining. It's all over.
Look at the exhaustion by LeBron as well as Teague. I mean, LeBron left everything out here on the floor tonight.
James posted ludicrous numbers: 30 points, 11 boards, and 9.3 assists per game, completely dismantling the Hawks. The next season, still feeling bitter from losing the finals to Golden State, Bron wouldn't show mercy for anybody. 4-0 against the Pistons in the first round, and in the semifinals, there is Atlanta again.
Irving, James, and got it in mid-flight. To miss their last 6, missed their last 7. Full head of steam, LeBron James.
Bigs are camped out in the corners. Space for LeBron to get to the rim and throw it down.
And just watch this. He's going strong. Korver was right on him. Could have been a 3-point play.
LeBron lines it up. Now clock at 2. James jab. Jumper. Got it, LeBron!
With healthy Kyrie and K love, Bron was laser focused on one thing and one thing only. He couldn't care less about the frustration Jeff Teague was feeling. In the second sweep of the Hawks, he averaged 24 points, 8.5 rebounds, 8 assists, and 3 steals. Excellent number for anyone not named LeBron. For him, this was a modest stat line, but the ultimate goal was completed.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Looking for a repeat, the Cavs stormed their way to the NBA Finals once again in 2017. But very few people would remember that the matchup against the Pacers in the first round was too close despite being a sweep. In Game 1, it all came down to this.
Irving drives, gets to the rim, swatted away by Turner. George, long 3-pointer. That's good. Paul George from way downtown, and it's back to a 1-point game. It's his first field goal here in the 4th quarter. James hovering, goes to double team. They look to get it out of George's hands. 4 seconds to go. Miles puts up the jumper. Won't go. Game over. Cavs survive.
CJ Miles misses the potential game winner and the Cavs survive the thriller ending. Game 2 saw another chaotic finish, but Cleveland's experience prevailed eventually.
Inside, they forgot about somebody. Kyrie Irving went through the back door and stole their lunch. How can you forget about Kyrie? He's worn you out all night.
Teague, back to Turner, going to work.
Oh, LeBron James said not this time, not in your lifetime. Cavalier basketball.
All of this leads us to the epic Game 3 in Indiana, where the Pacers jumped to a 25-point lead at halftime.
Young with an offensive board finds PG-13, hits it from behind the arc.
Oh my goodness.
Wide open. George on the run. 5.5 to go in this first half. And Paul George will pull on LeBron, and he hits. And he's got that mojo going. George in the corner. How about another one? The 10th three-point make of the half.
Paul George, with 23 points before the break, announced that they're not going to be pushed around in this series and that they're ready to protect their home court. But listen to Jeff Teague revealing what James said to them before going to the locker rooms.
I had never beat that nigga. And then the time I thought I was about to win, we was up 30 for the Pacers in the playoffs, nigga. And that nigga told him, we good. We up 30 at halftime. He told him, I looked at him, he was like, oh, we good, y'all. Them niggas beat us, bro.
Wow.
I was like, it ain't meant for me to beat this nigga.
So right off the bat in the third quarter, the Cavs came out scorching hot.
Kyrie Irving kicks it out. LeBron all the way across court. Love for three. And here come the Cavs. And now James open for three in the corner. Look out. Cleveland is marching. 4 in the first half. An all-time record. Nice pass. LeBron James.
A 17-7 run, and the lead is suddenly down to 15 points. But the Pacers weren't gonna lay down and surrender, so
George getting hounded. Gives it up for Teague. Wide open three. Rattles, bounces, and goes down. Shooter's touch.
Let's not play slow. Let's play fast. That's how we got this lead.
And George finds Stevenson and another three.
Jeff Teague and Lance Stevenson bring Indiana back up to a 20-point difference, and the crowd is loving it. But coming out of the timeout, LeBron is adamant to get his team back into the game.
Top for the lob. Stevenson trying to find George. Wayward pass. And now LeBron James passes up the three, goes all the way in and scores with the finger roll off the window.
Watch Darren freaking Williams in a Cavs uniform draining a three from the corner.
And now Williams just in the game, rattles a three home. Quick strike, Cleveland.
And of course, Mr. Swish himself extends the run for Cleveland.
Here's Fry, gives it up, Smith steps back. This will get Cleveland within 10, and here they come.
This team was stacked with so many iconic names, and with Kyrie and Kevin Love on the bench, LeBron made sure to finish off the quarter strong.
Long range three by LeBron, and he hits it! And a smile on his face on 50% of their shots this quarter, and James is feeling it, and he knocks another one down.
James puts a stamp on a 35-17 point period, and the Cavs are back within 7. Unbelievable. However, PG starts the final period with a circus shot.
As Paul George, Indiana gets the first possession and gets the friendly roll now.
And he adds 3 more points from the free throw line after drawing the contact from Iman Shumpert on the 3-point line, so the lead is back to 10 for Indiana. But Teague's former teammate Kyle Korver is on LeBron's side now, and
Nice ball movement there by Cleveland, getting over to a sharpshooter and Kyle Korver in the corner, and he knocks it down.
Monte Ellis, not knowing he's playing his last days in the NBA, airballs the 3 on the other end.
And Thad Young, that was deflected. Shot clock ticks, gets late. Ellis has to put one up quickly, and a shot clock violation.
And things get from bad to worse quickly for him as he fouls Channing Frye on the 3-point attempt. Frye knocks all of them to cut the deficit to just 2 points. And to complete the comeback, LeBron soars to the rim on back-to-back possessions.
This is going to be a hammer. LeBron just softly lays it in, and we are tied. He and Paul George, a chance at triple doubles together here tonight. Swat away by Shumpert. Here's LeBron James. He's got Korver on the wing. He'll take it himself. Look out! LeBron gives Cleveland the lead.
James puts the Cavs up by 2 with his 34th point of the night, and the fans can't believe that this is happening. Mind you, Kyrie and Love didn't even enter the game in the 4th quarter. Knowing what awaits him, Jeff decides to take matters into his own hands.
That's going to be a photograph for all time as Teague is fouled, and he hits hits it! And a chance at 4, and Darren Williams is down hard.
But this Cleveland team was full of reliable veterans, so they respond right away.
James whips it back, Channing Frye. Yes, sir! Channing Frye.
Back and forth we go as PG says, anything you can do, I can do better because...
Here's Paul George now. Answer. There you go, Paul. Woo!
And check out Bron having a full Ben Simmons moment even before he entered the league.
Williams dumps it down. James had a free look but gives it to Korver, who buries the 3.
Luckily for the King, Korver bailed him out by hitting the 3. On the other end, Paul George had answers for everything, at least for now.
What an answer. Paulie Gold hits a big one.
Up by 1 with 3 minutes remaining, LeBron stares down Young in the corner and pulls one in his face.
Young and James, and a 3-pointer is up and good. Timeout, Nate McMillan.
The Cavs are up by 4, and with a couple of empty possessions on both ends, PG must convert here if he wants his team to stay alive.
Clock ticks down to 1:18, and now George all the way in, lost it. Oh, they're going to say out of bounds off of Cleveland.
On a crucial play, he comes up short, and the punishment arrives immediately.
Ball's moving well. Smith with Teague on him. Shot clock down to 6. Here's Smith on the take. He whips it out to the wing, and Channing Frye delivers a big one.
Channing Frye with a huge 11-point quarter puts his team up by 7 with less than a minute to go. An amazing performance in the clutch. The Pacers couldn't recover from the knockdown as LeBron and Darren Williams iced the game from the free throw line eventually. James with 28 of his 41 points in the second half, along with 12 assists and 13 boards, was the real instigator for the historic comeback, the 5th largest in NBA playoff history. Taking a commanding 3-0 lead, the Cavs closed the series in the next game with yet another narrow win by 4 points. This must be one of the closest sweeps in NBA history. Throughout 4 games, Cleveland had only 16 points advantage, and Bron was a beast in every one of them, stuffing up the box score with 33 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks per game. These are astonishing numbers. James had similar stats throughout the whole playoffs, but as we know, fell short in the finals against the almighty Warriors led by prime KD in 5 games. This was the last season of Paul George in Indiana as he went to OKC to form a big 3 with Carmelo Anthony and Russell Westbrook. I documented their quick downfall in this video right here. Check it out and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.